More to come there. Leslie, thank you. Google is accused of abusing its enormous online influence. In Washington, Google's CEO underwent a grilling by the Senate subcommittee today. ABC 7's Mark Matthews is in the newsroom with the story. Mark, tough crowd today on Capitol Hill.
Dan, you bet. Eric Schmidt was roughed up by several members of the committee as he tried to explain why Google does not have an unfair monopoly. Google's chairman testified that the company's core principle is serve the consumer.
And one of the most important principles is solve the problem that the consumer has.
Eric Schmidt says the company's dominance in the search engine market doesn't count for much because consumers can leave Google with a click. We get it. But when Schmidt was asked if Google gave any preference to its own sites like Google Maps or Finance, YouTube, or Google Pages, he seemed to equivocate.
I'm not aware of any unnecessary or strange boosts or biases.
Senator Al Franken pounced.
That seemed like a pretty fuzzy answer to me coming from the chairman. If you don't know, who does?
Franken asked if Google uses content from other providers like Yelp to drive business to Google sites.
Again, I'll have to look, but I'm not aware of any.
Yelp CEO Jeremy Stoppelman testified that Google did rip off Yelp's content.
And, there was a lot of back and forth dialogue. We understand your concerns. We understand your concerns. But in the end, nothing happened.
And Nextag's CEO said Google has changed.
Today, Google doesn't play fair. Google rigs its results.
While almost all today's discussion was on whether or not Google's searches were unbiased, before the hearing, consumer group Consumer Watchdog shot this video of their staff and volunteers stalking members of the committee. The organization's privacy chief explained when we talked to him this afternoon.
Most people just don't understand the way, when they go online, virtually their every move is tracked as they go from one website to another website. And we thought that one of the best ways to dramatize this was to do something that sort of in the real world might be considered stalking.
Simpson says he would have preferred the committee to talk more about consumer privacy, but he added, this hearing did raise public awareness, and in the end, Google will likely be as influenced as much by public opinion as by the threat of government regulation. In the newsroom, Mark Matthews, ABC 7 News.
Mark, thank you. A man was shot to death this afternoon just a couple of blocks